Good morning. It is currently 6:07 in the morning on Sunday, the something or other of May, the 28th of May. And today I'm going to be heading to Hay Festival in Hay-on-Wye in Wales. Hay-on-Wye is known as the town of books, or the book town, so something along those lines. I've never been before, but I know that there are loads of bookshops, and I will be doing a separate video where I go back to Hay-on-Wye just to visit the bookshops and just have a browse when the festival is not going on. But today's video is going to be going to the Hay Festival, which is essentially the Glastonbury of book festivals. This is a really big deal. It's a massive festival. I'm so excited to be going. I've never been before. It's gonna be great. There's loads of bookish talks going on. I'm assuming there's gonna be quite a lot of bookish stalls to browse, lots of bookish people. I'm meeting up with my friend Kel there. I'm up so early and ready to leave because it's about a 2 hour, 15-minute to 30-minute drive from my flat, so I just wanted to make sure I was there with plenty of time. But also, someone buzzed my flat buzzer at 4:30 this morning, which was not fun, and I hope they tread on Lego, and I could not go back to sleep. My alarm was meant to go off at 6. It's 6:09 now, which means that I have basically got ready way earlier than I needed to, but that's fine because I'd rather be early than late. So I'm gonna have some breakfast and then I'm gonna head off to Hay Festival. Alright, I'm about to head off. This is the outfit of the day. I wasn't really sure what the weather was doing. It's going cloudy and then it's not, and I didn't know whether to wear shorts or not, so I've gone for trousers, which I'm still questioning, but this is the outfit. Sorry, this is, I think, badly exposed because the sun is behind me, but I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Holly, who found me and follows me on Instagram and gave me this absolutely adorable little octopus, little crocheted octopus, who is absolutely so cute and so soft and made me so happy. I've had such a good time so far. I've basically circled around looking at all the different stalls, a couple of different bookshops. I haven't bought anything. I'm trying to be restrained. I don't know how long that'll last. And I'm waiting on some friends getting here, who I think are getting here in about 10 minutes time, and then we are going to the R of Kwang talk, which I'm really excited about. So I'm just gonna sit here and read for a little bit until they arrive.
That's my little cameo. Hello.
We just had a kind of cool moment. Who did we just see?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Helena Bonham Carter she just walked past. You know, just chill. We were chill.
I was not chill.
We were so chill.
Well, we were chill because we didn't bug her. We just walked like 10 feet away behind her.
Being like, that's Helena Bonham Carter. That's Helena Bonham Carter. So, yeah, great festival and cool guests. Us included. Okay, so we've given up on Hay-on-Wye Festival now. Not because we didn't enjoy it, it was very good, but I pretty much circled around the whole thing many times. So we're just walking into town. I know I said I wasn't going to go into the town, into the bookshops, but it's 3:09, so I don't think much is going to be open, but I'm still going to have a little wander around and see what's there. We've come to Hay Cinema Bookshop, which, if you hadn't guessed, used to be a cinema. That is now a bookshop. Try to teach them how to do magic eye.
It's not working.
It's a magical ability that I learned at a very young age and I've never lost it.
I want to try a different one, hold on.
Do you want me to tell you what it's meant to be?
I keep seeing cyclists in every single one. Is that meant to be a ship on this speech?
This one?
Yeah, it's a ship.
Yeah, show me.
No?
No, that's also knots. It's just knots. Like, it's just the same thing repeated.
I think
that's
I'm trying
boring.
to. I think I'm like looking at the clouds.
I think
and I'm
this
trying to
bit's
see a
meant to
bunny
teach
in
you
the
how to
clouds.
do it,
Or something. I think
Bernard.
I'm
My eyes aren't really.
Ah, horror, erotica and western. The perfect pairing.
What have they said? Oh, it's dirty. This one's got a big priory.
Ooh. Okay, absolutely knackered. Walking back to my car now. Went to way more bookshops than I said I was going to, so essentially I just took you into Hay-on-Wye as well as to the festival, but it was fun. I got some books that I'm going to haul when I get back home, but probably about a 15-minute walk back to the car and then a 2.5-hour drive home, I think, so I will see you maybe later today when I get home, but maybe tomorrow, because I don't know if I can be bothered. I'm absolutely knackered, but it's been a good day. Okay. I am back from Hay-on-Wye. It's been a couple of days. I needed some recovery time from that event. I think going to Hay-on-Wye and having been to Comic-Con the day before just full bodily exhausted me. I'm still not quite up to speed yet, but it was a fantastic day out. I said I wasn't going to go into the town of Hay-on-Wye itself and I was just going to linger around the festival area, but it got to about 2 or 3-ish I think it was, and we decided we would walk into the town and have a little look because I'd never been before and I was with 2 people that had been before and were fairly familiar with the area, so I thought I would go along with them and just have a little mooch about. I will be going back and doing another video at some point. I don't know exactly when that's going to be, but I would like to go back and properly explore it. Obviously it was really busy with everybody there for the festival, so I'd like to go back when it's slightly less busy. I know it's probably always going to be busy because it's probably, for the basis of it being the UK's first book town, quite touristy, but I would like to go back when I can enjoy it without it being completely heaving. Now the festival itself, I didn't actually buy any books. I didn't buy anything at the festival itself, which kind of shocks me. But in the town, I bought 3 books because they had so many bookshops, but all of the bookshops had what I think is new editions of books for like way cheaper prices than you would get them in any other bookshop. I don't really know why, but they did, and I bought some books. So I bought 3 books. One of the books that I bought, I was picking it up and having a look in the bookshop, and someone else in the bookshop said that they had read the book recently and couldn't stop thinking about it, so I kind of bought it based on their recommendation, and that book is The Lost Storyteller by Amanda Block. I love books about books, and this sounds like it's going to be one. Rebecca last saw her father Leo when she was 6 and has since pushed him firmly from her mind, but when a journalist turns up asking questions about Leo, once a famous children's TV star, Rebecca wonders if there might be more to his absence. Looking for answers, Rebecca unearths a book of fairy tales written by Leo dedicated to her, but what use are children's stories to her now? Tentatively, she begins to piece together Leo's past from the people he knew and her own hazy memories, yet she keeps returning to the magical, melancholic fairy tales. Could they contain more truth than make-believe? Perhaps they are the key to unlocking the mystery of her father, the lost storyteller, to revealing what happened to him and even where he might be now. Now, I really recognise the blurb of this. I'm so sure I haven't already bought this. I'm very sure I haven't. I don't recognise the cover, but I really recognise the blurb, so I don't know if this is on my wish list perhaps. I'm going to check and remove it if it is, but I thought this sounded really good. And then I also picked up Ben Aranovich's Rivers of London. This has been one that I have been meaning to buy for ages. This was one on my wish list that I need to remove, and I finally picked it up. If you're unfamiliar with this series, this is a pretty chunky series now, I think. I don't know how many books are out, but I know that there's quite an extensive list of them. It's a very popular series. It's one that I have always picked up and had a look at the blurb, but never actually picked up the book. Until now. This is London as you've never seen it before, a city of wonders and terrors, a city of ancient secrets which is haunted by its past, a city where you are never far from magic, a city Peter Grant will help you discover. My name is Peter Grant and I used to be a probationary constable in that mighty army for justice known to the all right thinking people as the Metropolitan Police Service, and to everyone else as the Filth. My story really started when I tried to take a witness statement from a man who was already dead. Doesn't that sound good? Okay, so I picked that one up. Both of these ones were £4.95. And then we went into, I can't remember the name of it. It was this much bigger shop that had, like, it was kind of what you would expect from a normal independent bookshop price-wise, and just generally the range of stuff that it had. It also had a craft section. There was bits of stationery and gifty stuff. So that one felt more like the typical kind of independent bookshop, whereas the other ones felt like they were kind of merged, part secondhand books, part new books, like there was a kind of merge going on between them all. But this one was where I picked up Patricia Wants to Cuddle. This is by Samantha Allen. Now, I had seen my local Waterstones posting about this book, and the cover put me off. I find the cover really horrible. It's basically fur or hair with blood splatters on it. I find it really gross. So I kind of hadn't looked at it because of that, but I thought, you know what, let's take a look, and it sounds pretty damn good. Renee has made it. She's in the final four, but is she dying to win? Renee should be thrilled to have been chosen as one of the final four contestants in The Catch, the world's biggest reality show. But now that she, the other contestants, and Jeremy the Catch have arrived on the remote wooded island for the first show, Renee is starting to wonder if there's something wrong. Is she taking a bigger risk than she thought? And as she and the other contestants begin their final challenges, they slowly realise that the island they've been taken to is hiding a terrifying secret, one that could make the final elimination event all too real. I thought it kind of gave me like a different version of Hunger Games vibes. I don't know, I assume there's going to be some kind of fight to the death type situation. It's very thin, which makes me think it's going to be very intense. So I picked that one up as well. So those are the 3 books that I bought in Hay-on-Wye. As I said, it was a great event. It was definitely different to what I expected, but also what I expected. When you have an image of something in your head and then you go, it's always going to be a bit different. Like, I wasn't really aware that it was all going to be like one big tented area and all different tents connected to this one big tent, which I think was a really nice way to do it because it felt like it was all in one spot. I had in my head that it was going to be in a big field with like random tents in different places and you'd walk around to get to them, but I think it worked really well. They had lots of breakout areas. It was definitely very busy, but I never felt like it was too busy. Like, I always felt there was room to breathe. Comparing it to something like Comic-Con the day before, there's no room to breathe in Comic-Con. If you want to go outside when it's too busy, you are going outside to a field filled with people like crammed up against each other like sardines in a tin. Whereas with Hay, if you needed a minute to yourself, it wasn't like there was massive empty spaces, but there were areas that you could go and sit without being back to back with somebody else, which I think was really nice. The bookshop there had a lot of books in it, but a lot of books that were just from the authors attending the event, which makes sense. So there wasn't a great deal of books like just to generally browse. However, the Oxfam bookshop was really good. There was a massive selection there. I think the reason I didn't really buy anything in there probably was down to the fact that the main bookshop didn't have a massive array. And the Oxfam bookshop, as I said, did have a great selection, but there wasn't anything that tickled my fancy. If I could go back and change any of the ways that I did it, I would say I would probably consider booking a hotel or thinking a bit more about planning the trip and maybe finding a friend that lived nearby to be able to stay at a friend's house or something like that, because I do have a couple of friends that do live in that general area. Because going there and back in one day was quite a lot. That was a lot of driving. I like driving a lot, but that was mentally exhausting, and I was very glad when I got home. That would be the only thing I'd massively change about it. It was a really good event, really well organised, and I had a good fun time exploring Hay-on-Wye as well. As I said, that will be coming more in another vlog. But that was my Hay Festival and slightly Hay-on-Wye vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.